Not every music video from a superstar is destined to be iconic. Sometimes even the most celebrated artists make bad videos. In this video, we'll look at 8 of the worst music videos from huge artists. Gimme More by Britney Spears. By the time Gimme More dropped in 2007, Britney Spears was no stranger to provocative music videos, but instead of the groundbreaking visuals she was known for, the video for Gimme More was disappointing. Filmed in a strip club, Britney plays both the pole dancer and the one that's getting the dance, but her performance was lackluster. It didn't give the energy expected from her lead single. The cinematography was choppy, the lighting was muddy, and the editing felt amateurish. What makes the Gimme More video sting even more is that the song itself is a certified banger. It peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, but the visuals didn't match it. There's almost no choreography, the set design is minimal, and Britney looks visibly out of sync with the music at times. The video quickly became synonymous with a 2007 breakdown. In retrospect, the music video could have been a moment and matched the legacy of the song, but even her diehard fans see it as one of her worst videos. The song deserved better, the music video just didn't deliver. Baby Talk by Miley Cyrus. Baby Talk from Miley Cyrus's experimental Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets album is one of the strangest, most divisive music videos of her career. Shot in a baby-themed aesthetic, the video shows Miley in a diaper sucking on a pacifier, sitting in a crib, and crawling. The song was meant to be satirical, but the execution is so literal and jarring that it left many viewers feeling uncomfortable. The video alienated both casual listeners and longtime fans. Even though the song wasn't positioned as a major single, its video has racked up over 30 million views on YouTube. Critics called it deliberately off-putting and were confused whether it was a parody or just performance art. Unlike other controversial Miley visuals like Wrecking Ball or We Can't Stop, Baby Talk didn't have much impact. The video failed to gain any positive traction, and to this day, it remains one of the cringiest videos of her career. It wasn't bold or forward-thinking, it was just awkward. Birthday by Katy Perry. Birthday, a 2014 single from Prism, is arguably Katy Perry's most hated videos. The concept was to have Katy go undercover and prank disguises, including a drunk clown, an old stripper, and a Jewish guy, as she crashes real birthday parties. But what was pitched as comedy ended up coming off as cringeworthy and at times offensive. The characters were unfunny, and some of the performances bordering on uncomfortable stereotypes. Despite being a catchy pop song with chart potential, Birthday peaked at number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100, a drop compared to her earlier Prism singles, like Dark Horse and Roar, which both hit number 1. The video likely didn't help. Viewers were unsure if it was a comedy sketch or a social experiment gone wrong. Instead of enhancing the song's message of fun celebration, it went in a whole different direction. What's most surprising is how it came during the height of Katy's career, at a time when she had unlimited creative resources. Birthday showed that even big budgets and wild ideas can flop if there's no clear direction. Today, the video is remembered for being one of the worst music videos from a pop star. Bedtime Story by Madonna. Madonna is no stranger to pushing boundaries in her music videos, but with Bedtime Story, the third single from her 1994 Bedtime Stories album, she ventured into bizarre visuals that are hard to decipher what they mean. Costing over $5 million, one of the most expensive videos ever, it was hailed as a technological achievement. It felt more like an art school project than a cohesive pop video. The video, packed with weird dreamlike CGI-heavy imagery, hasn't really aged well. Madonna floating above a body, birthing doves, eyes blinking from her palms. Weird shit. The problem wasn't that it was weird. Madonna had done weird before, but it lacked any emotional connection to the song's mood. Despite its artistic ambition, the song flopped on the charts, peaking at number 42 on the Billboard Hot 100, making it one of Madonna's least successful songs of the decade. The video was liked in niche art circles, but failed to connect with a wider audience. In hindsight, it's an example of Madonna going too far into the art territory that she lost the plot. It's a video that tries to be different, that it forgets to be entertaining. I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. I Don't Care was an obvious hit on paper, 2 of the biggest male pop stars of the decade reuniting after years of global dominance. The song itself performed well, debuting on number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 topping charts worldwide. However, the music video, released on May 17, 2019, became one of the weirdest visuals of the year. Despite the big names, the final product looked like a last-minute school project. Ed and Justin were awkwardly green screened into random settings, from pandas to giant corn dogs to low-budget tropical backgrounds. The deliberately goofy aesthetic came off as lazy and confusing. It didn't even match the message of the song. Rather than telling a story or creating a vibe, the video looked like something you could easily make at home. Doja Cat did the whole green screen thing way better. Even fans weren't buying it. YouTube comment sections were flooded with confusion and disappointment. While the song itself has accumulated close to 2 billion Spotify streams, the video felt like a missed opportunity. Now sitting on just over 600 million streams, it was made specifically to be talked about on social media, not really to stand the test of time. Accelerate by Christina Aguilera. When Christina Aguilera made her long-awaited return in 2018 with Liberation, fans hoped for a bold visual rebirth after years of absence. The album's lead single Accelerate was meant to mark a new era. Produced by Kanye West, the song was polarizing enough, blending trap, glitchy vocal effects, and awkward tempo changes. But the music video doubled down on the confusion. It features Christina licking milk, rolling around in slime-like substances, and making out with the camera lens. It was visually jarring and messy, even for a pop star known for pushing boundaries. Instead of looking forward-thinking, the video came across like a strange perfume ad. Unlike her iconic visuals early in her career, Accelerate lacked any real direction. It felt way too chaotic, pulling in only modest YouTube numbers, hovering around 20 million views, far below her peak. Social media reactions ranged from confused to uncomfortable. The underperformance of Accelerate contributed to the lukewarm reception of the Liberation album, which debuted on number 6 on the Billboard 200 but quickly faded from the charts. The song did not chart on the Billboard Hot 100, making it Christina's least successful lead single. For a pop icon attempting a comeback, the video failed to generate buzz, making it one of the most disappointing visuals in her catalog. Hello Kitty by Avril Lavigne. Few pop videos have sparked as much confusion and controversy as Avril Lavigne's Hello Kitty. Released as a single from her self-titled 5th studio album, the song attempted to blend dubstep with bubblegum J-pop, and the video was expected to show that. However, instead of celebrating Japanese culture, it was widely criticized for cultural appropriation. Avril and her expressionless backup dancers paraded through Tokyo in the video. It felt more like a caricature of Japanese pop culture than a real homage. The backlash was swift. Media outlets like Billboard and Time called the video racist and tone-deaf. Avril defended the video on Twitter, but the damage was done. It was temporarily pulled from YouTube because of the backlash, before being re-uploaded. In addition to the controversy, the production quality was not there. The editing was choppy, the choreography was half-hearted, and Avril herself looked awkward. The music video currently has over 200 million views, but it is often cited as one of her most disliked videos. It marked a turning point in her career, as it peaked at number 75 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was widely mocked. For an artist who gave us rebellious, catchy visuals like Skater Boy and Girlfriend, Hello Kitty felt like a misguided attempt to stay relevant, jumping on a trend she didn't fully understand. Tennis Court by Lorde. Coming off the global success of Royals, Lorde had the world's attention in 2013. Her debut album Pure Heroin was being praised for its minimalist production, and Tennis Court was set up to be a strong follow-up. But when the video dropped, fans were left scratching their heads. The entire music video consists of a single shot, Lorde standing in front of a dark background expressionless, barely moving and only mouthing the word yeah a couple of times during the whole 3 minutes and 20 seconds runtime. While this may have been intended as artistic, it came off as static and unengaging. It was more like a visualizer than an actual music video. Critics and fans were divided. Some tried to justify the creative choices as a bold statement on fame and detachment, but others simply saw it as underwhelming. The video has over 130 million views on YouTube, largely carried by the song, not really the visuals. In an era of story-driven pop videos, Lorde's video felt like a deliberate anti-video, but it ended up becoming just boring. While Lorde later delivered good videos in her career, Tennis Court was a misstep. Minimalism only works when it says something. Here, it said very little. For a breakout star trying to cement her aesthetic, it was a missed opportunity to visually elevate one of her best songs. Which of the worst music videos from huge artists did I miss? Tell me in the comments below.